So, that was one of the Witcher contracts. I don't know which one specifically. This one? Oh, wow. 48. Yeah, we're not doing that one anytime soon. That's, I think, possibly the highest quest we have on our list right now. I think that is the highest quest we know about. This one's 46. That's kind of close, but yeah. So that one we're not gonna do for quite a bit, I think. Let's see, and so that might be the little cellar or the rock area that we were breaking down previously, and the place where we would expect to ultimately find that question mark, but at least for now, I think that means we can activate it real quick just to verify that hypothesis, but I suspect that is likely the case. Yeah. It looks like it's right next to us, but I think you have to enter it probably by that little place that we broke down the rocks and walk through there, run into the question mark, and then a little further in you'll find the actual monster in question. But like I said, definitely not now. In which case, I think we've done a little bit of exploration here. Why don't we do an actual quest of some variety? One that's a little more targeted. Ideally something that's, I mean, I would say in the general area, but then again, this I'm guessing is back in the city. If we are to do quests, we probably should try to make a point of doing the 36 ones first, and then work our way up. And I think, yeah, 36 is the lowest. So, oh, no, 35 is actually. Is it the dude in the medic's tent? The guy who fought the... Is this the guy who fought the Shalimar? I think so. Let's see. Oh, yeah, at the Turning Grounds. Okay. Yeah, let's check it out, because I think we were at the Turning Grounds, and like I said, that is basically in our backyard. That is actually the thing that's closest to us. And when we were there, did we have any chance to walk around? So I think it was quite literally every single thing was cutscene to cutscene, and then the fight with the Shalimar. So I don't think we had any opportunity to explore that. Oh, except at the very beginning, I guess. Very beginning, we could walk around a little. So yeah, let's head back to the fast travel spot, and I think we'll make our way over there. Bovine Blues is close. Yeah, I think just for the sake of trying to get the lowest level stuff done first, let's do this one because we have, I think, at least based on the coloration here, 35 is grayed out, which I think means that we're starting to get experience penalties on this. And so if 35 is getting an experience penalty, we have several things at 36 that are right on the verge of entering experience penalty territory. So I'd like to get 35 done so that we can then do all of our 36s, ideally before we level up. But that could be tough, because we just have a bunch of things. I mean, we have like, what, 4 quests that are level 36 or something like that? It's a lot. So I think before we do much else, let's make sure we do those things, and we might even have some Witcher contracts that are in that general level area too.
You could make yourself useful.
Little child singing head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Okay, that's fast travel spot. And we're looking for this. Okay. So, in theory, we've spent a little bit of time here, but not a lot. Like, I don't think we had the chance to talk to the blacksmith.
Ah,
I don't think.
I like to trade with your kind. You actually appreciate quality workmanship.
Okay. What are you selling?
What have you got there?
Some weapons, including some crossbows, which, I mean, we can take a look at them, but 300% increased attack power. Well, yes. We actually can't compare it to our existing crossbow for reasons unknown to me. Okay, the usual stuff, basically, but I was thinking, you know, just, like, take this opportunity to sell... Yeah, I think we still dump this. Even if it's slightly better from an armor standpoint, I think we have enough other interesting things like the critical damage bonus and chance from our existing boots. We should keep those. Same thing here. And there. And the silver swords might be worth breaking down. Let's just take a quick look at what we get from those. Yeah, Meteorite Silver Ingot is pretty decent. At least for these ones. They're also pretty valuable, though. How much were they worth to sell? A few hundred? This guy also has a lot of monies. Maybe we just sell here. I think we have a lot of crafting materials. I'm not really sure we're ever gonna need more of the ones that we started getting early on. Only thing would maybe be, obviously, the stuff that has only become available now that we're in Toussaint. I mean, at some point we should sell these things, right? For the jewelry, is there actually... I mean, we have enough of it that it probably does make sense to deliberately sell it to the person who pays the most for it. Is there a specific type of tradesperson who pays more for jewelry? Like, obviously we're talking to a blacksmith right now, and so we want to typically sell weapons and armor to those people, but this is not necessarily a specialist in fine jewelry. Does that mean that there's someone else who would actually buy this stuff for more? Because at this point, we're looking at, I think, several thousand coins worth of jewelry, or at least 1,000, yeah. Maybe not several thousand, but have a lot, and it's not terribly inspired by the offering prices here. Paying 6 coins per gold ring seems kind of ridiculous. That seems really low. That seems like we could have them break down the gold ring into gold, sell them the gold, and still make a profit. Low. You're also a, you were an amateur craftsperson, so not really anything else to have you do for us, other than, I think, play you at some Gwent. And again, we'll go all in here.
Care for a quick round of Gwent?
Oh, yeah, okay. So I think we go Skellige here, especially because we just added... What is this?
Sparks fly.
What's that? But I think now that we've added Ceres, let's definitely go Skellige, and we hope we get her, of course. We'll see. They go first. They are also Skellige. Got the cow, that's good. Marjoram, if we have Berserkers, is helpful. And we have a Shield Maiden, which we kinda don't want. We'd prefer to get Ceres and then summon all the Shield Maidens. We also don't have any heroes right now. We do have 2 tight bonds that actually work together, so that's nice. But, yeah, this is not a very inspiring hand right now. Okay, now we do have at least 1 card that goes with Marjoram, so that's good. That's at least 1 loose end that we've tied here. We don't have a pair for the War Longship. Let's get rid of you. And we got, okay, we got the preferred Gaunter. Problem is, we had a different Gaunter already in our hand, and so our muster's not quite as good in that case. So this is going to be a tough one. We are potentially at risk of losing this. And let's start off with the cow. Okay. And Scorch, at the moment, doesn't remove a lot of strength, but it removes a lot of potential. Because this guy can turn into what was like a 14-point bear, and then you can double other cards in the siege row, and don't know how much you're going to have in the siege row, but that is potentially some decent value. So, although short-term it doesn't look like it does much, getting rid of both those guys in one turn is pretty tempting. But I think I might go with this here, because chances are next card they play is going to be the one that we would remove with the Scorch, and then probably not going to be as impactful. Let's try it. Let's win with a 0-point cow. Yeah, okay, so that was going to be a siege card that was going to get doubled. So, all the more reason why getting rid of those cards last turn was significant. So now, do we try going for our Marjoram here? Or at least maybe our Berserker first and then our Marjoram? Let's go with that. They pass. Okay, well, clever, because it does mean that, you know, we have to play one more card than you did. But, if we do this, we get our Berserker. Oh, actually, transformed young Vildkarl. It's actually worse. I think that's the first time we've done that with the, what was, I forget what the name of the Berserker was, but it might have just been young Berserker. It's only 8, whereas the other one was 14, I believe, so I did not realize there was going to be a difference there. Not quite as good as I would have hoped, but it is, of course, still enough to win this round. And we will still have the additional value coming from the cow, turning into the bovine defense force. So, because we did that, something that we can do here is we can deliberately just immediately pass and not have to play a card in this round, so that way we're basically forcing our opponent to at least be playing us 6 cards to 6 cards in round 3, if not more, depending on what they have here. They're gonna go with Gaunter. That's a pretty big play. Oh, look at that, they only have one other? They actually have to play another card then. Wow. And it's one of their Berserkers. They aren't gonna get the chance to turn into one of those bears, Vildkarls. So, okay, well, granted, getting the cow back was not terribly significant of all of our Skellige cards returning. So maybe would have made some sense to play one more high-value card, then, of course, would have been still a chance of us getting the cow back anyway. In fact, did we hit? No, okay, we didn't have any other units out there, so we were definitely going to get the cow this time. But, let's see, so they did get, conveniently, a siege unit along with their siege doubler. So, what do we want to go with next? Right now, Scorch units would be our bear and their Holgar. Holgar? So that means anything less than an 8 is safe here? And maybe we even go with one of the musters. Let's go with that, because I think it should be fairly safe. They're relatively weak units. It is enough for us to pass them. Okay, so they have a Type Bond combo. We have that as well. But, okay, that probably means this is safe to play now, because, if anything, these guys will get scorched. I don't know if we've seen that. What did that do? What did that do? Reduces the strength of all range and siege units to 1. Oh. Oh. Okay. So, I think what we do now is we'll play other muster units in the range row. We'll play Olgierd in the range row. We're just going to have a lot of range units, even if they're all weak. just by sheer quantity alone, Oldbeard will have some value. And of course, I'm saving our biggest play till the end in case they have a Scorch, trying to wait that one out as long as possible. Oh wait, is it? Oh, I was gonna say, why are they not going down to once? It's because both of us have the leader ability that makes it so that we only lose half our strength from bad weather effects. So now let's go Oldbeard here. And it's still not enough for us to pass them. Their last card is a 6. I think that means we won. Yeah. So we play you. And they double each other, and that gets us up to 49, so, whew, a little bit close there. Like I said, that was not the best hand we've ever gotten, but it was still enough to get the job done. And we get a young Berserker, okay. Same type of card we had previously. In fact, the same one that we used in that match, but a little bit more. We nab this? Are there guards in sight? We proceed to sell that. Oh. Information for tournament participants. What is this? Dear fellow Gwent lovers. Oh, that tournament. We're at the tourney grounds. I was imagining the whole, like, fighting monsters component. Allow me to present myself, Count Monnier, the organizer of this Gwent tournament. As you most notably know, or most probably know, I've introduced a new faction to our beloved game, Skellige. I'm convinced this step shall add variety to our pastime, further perfecting its perfection, because that's the way that perfection works. I shall be delighted if you choose to play this faction during our event. Good luck, and good Gwent to you all. Okay, so despite that having the exclamation point, I don't think that gave us the quest, because we already had that quest.
Hey, you grey-haired chit!
Oh, they type on when they transform. Oh, so getting another one is fantastic then.
A fresh set of shoes for my mount. Promptly.
At your service, sir.
That Witcher's
The
rather
racing
handsome.
model is one I recommend. Light, durable, and a mere 50 crowns apiece.
Near 50 crowns.
Pay you double provided they are ready today.
Can we chat with these dudes?
Yes, fellow knight and friend.
Hospital! Evalus!
Okay.
Around here, it's wine, and more wine. But me, I prefer brandy.
Careful with who hears you say that. They will not forgive you for saying that. Okay, now we have the armorer.
Crowned, engraved or fluted, whatever your heart's desire.
We can play you at Gwent as well.
Let's see what you got in stock.
Yeah, I barely even paid attention to what swords the other guy was selling, to tell you the truth. There are some chest plates here that are higher level than we can currently wear. Saw Ducal Guard Captain's armor. Is this basically the armor that, what's his name? The guy who clearly hated us, was wearing? Could pretend to be him. Take his job from him. I'm the captain now. Otherwise, I think largely stuff we've seen before. Just wear all the captain's stuff. It's up, it's too high level for us, but... Oh, what do we have here? New blinders. They look quite extravagant. They're the same same stats as the one that we currently have. But they may... No, they definitely do look cooler. Blinders of the 5 chivalric virtues. What about these? Ooh, saddles are better as well. 90 stamina rather than 85. Saddlebags as well. Now these are things that we have oftentimes won from racing events. So I'm a little bit hesitant to buy them and say maybe just see if we happen to race some people and win those. That way we don't have to pay for them. Might be unnecessary. Maybe we can get by with what we have right now, at least for the time being. I don't know. Maybe we can make that work. Let's sell these. And I don't really think we're gonna have anything else to sell to you. Okay. So we can play you at Gwent, although I'm a little reluctant to just go Gwent, 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 Gwent. So maybe we just poke around a little bit more first, and then we'll come back to this guy. Like, for example, are there guards here to catch us in the act of looting some of this stuff?
Here, Master Witcher. Over here.
Oh. Someone is calling our name. Where? Who was saying, here, Master Witcher over here? Oh, okay.
Were the good prophet Lebioda lively and spry, from me he would everything buy. I buy, I sell, I barter. Gadzooks, I do everything but scratch your nose.
Okay. Sure. I don't think it was that guy who was calling our name.
Strokes. Very
Good day.
Seems like most of the merchants don't actually sell things. Duly noted.
Hello, fella. Well met.
Including that one.
Pick and choose while I've the inclination. Once I close
During
this
the
shambles
tourney,
down, you
one
won't see
knight
me
got
till
stuck
next
in
week.
his armor, so bent out of shape it was from repeated blows of a flail. The whole team of smiths worked half a day to get him out. But the poor chap,
little strokes.
Oh, nice. That does happen. It did happen.
Witcher act always with reason. How might I aid you?
The Witcher
I
thinks we
don't
will
know.
sleep while everyone sleeps.
She looked at me right. Looked right
What does this
at
say? Yeme de Lon Falls, coat of arms. That's the guy we were here to help out, right? Let's maybe reactivate that quest. Oh, okay, it is active, actually. And where specifically are we supposed to go for that? Okay, that's a little further down. So maybe we check that out. That seems like most of these people
Dreadful.
that are remaining we can't actually interact with. He's down here, it seems, in this tent.
Witcher, I've a matter of prime urgency and import. I must speak to you.
Okay, let's save. That is the dude. Why, hello.
Your wound. Feeling better?
It's healing splendidly, though I am to avoid trouble for some time. To be frank, that is precisely why I wish to speak with you.
Want me to stand in for you? Take on some trouble on your behalf?
That could very well be the case. You see, there is a maiden, nay, a lady. I suspect someone's cast an ill spell upon her. A curse, perhaps.
Oh. I bet I can guess her symptoms. I don't know, can we?
Let me guess. She suddenly grew cold, haughty, and distant, though the night before she was flirtatious and alluring.
Tut tut, Witcher. You jest, yet the matter is grave. Though true, the lady in question is dear to my heart. I shall not deny it. I fear she has fallen victim to ill magic, and knows no one she could turn to for help.
Okay. Fair enough. What makes you think she's cursed?
What makes you think she might be cursed?
You must keep all I say to yourself, I beg you. I would never dare to
Yeah.
be so indiscreet normally.
Sure,
yet I'm
sure,
troubled
whatever you
about
say.
her, for her. Vivian shuns the company of others. Though the fairest maid at court, she keeps men at a distance. I thus determined I would resort to trickery.
Trickery? That even befitting of a knight?
In war, yes. And what is love if not battle? As it were, one evening I crouched in hiding outside her seamstress's home. As Vivian
That's not very
emerged from
honorable.
it, I too emerged. ever so gently but convincingly collided with her, then promptly offered to escort her home. She consented. At first, all augured well. I proposed a more scenic route. She agreed. I made kindly forays into conversation, and she even began to respond as we neared the end of our route.
Then suddenly...
She even responded to me.
Then
Oh my
suddenly,
goodness.
mid-speech, from her mouth
Clearly
there
love.
flew a most hideous shriek. I stopped stone cold in my tracks while she turned red, then promptly ran off. I did not give chase that time.
The other time, though,
I
yes.
attempted to approach her on several ensuing occasions, to learn what had happened, for I feared she had become entangled in some trouble. I noted that often, come night, she ventures into the woods, where I've seen her walk about a glade near a pool. I've striven on occasion to follow her, but lost track each time.
Kinda creepy.
It seemed then
Not
she'd
gonna lie.
melted into the air.
Okay, this is, kind of a strange story. Notice anything else unusual?
Notice any other strange behavior? Additional symptoms?
No, Vivian's avoided me wholly since the first encounter, but folk gossip.
Okay, so this is a very... Gotta be careful with this quest.
Secretive,
Is what
that
you're
no
saying?
one ever sees her after dusk, that she's wanted to suddenly disappear.
Nothing unusual about any of that.
Okay. Maybe misremembering the sound.
Sound you heard. She might have just had a sore throat.
Had I thought it possible the sound was natural, I never would have taken up your precious time.
Okay. I suppose, if you say so. Anything else you can tell us?
Tell me more about Vivian. Who is she? What's her story?
She's Her Enlightened Highness's lady-in-waiting.
Oh!
Her mother was a lady-in-waiting.
Wait,
Her
what?
father, a knight. That is all I've learned, for the Duchessa grows angry when asked about her.
So
Vivian
she's
spends her days
next
within
in
the
line
palace
after the
walls.
Duchessa?
Yet we are in luck, for she has been named the tourney's patroness this year. Thus, each participant will be granted an audience with her.
Got
Oh.
a problem then. See, I'm not a participant.
I've devised
That
a
might be about to
solution
change.
already. You shall take my place in the lists and thus gain the chance to speak to her.
Yeah, I
Looking
thought that's
forward to
where
winning
this was
the
going.
tourney, very much so. Yet for Vivian, I am prepared to sacrifice anything.
Alright, buddy, it's a little crazy. But, okay, to tell us a little bit more about the tournament, I suppose?
This tourney.
In that case?
How's it work exactly?
The one that you may have already signed
It
us
is
up
the
for?
year's grandest and most important contest. Knights from all corners come to face off for the grand prize, and more importantly, for glory. A
Right,
demanding
of
test of
course.
knightly
That is the
prowess
real
in
prize.
Horsemanship, marksmanship, and fencing. I qualified for the first time, had great hopes of winning. Yet,
I just qualified.
Yeah, I get it.
I thought I was
Anything
going to
for
win.
Vivian.
Never mind the people who have repeated as champions for 7 years in a row. Let's talk about the reward.
Hardly a regular job, this. Not often I gotta take part in a tourney to fulfill a contract. Fee can't be anything ordinary either.
I'm no magnet to command heaps of coin, but naturally I shall award you a just amount. How much do you demand?
Did he just wink at us? Kinda looked like it. Okay. I mean, I assume, generally speaking, you go, like, third-ish of the way down?
Agreed. That is an amount I can indeed muster.
I mean, at times, like people have said, or at times it seems as though perhaps we can go further than that. But that's generally been my rule of thumb. Seems to be as though that works fairly well. Alright. We'll give it a shot. I don't think
I'll
that...
look into it.
That
Gotta
was not a
admit,
coincidence,
piqued
was
my
it? That bird's
curiosity.
important.
I shall be forever in your debt. Now, we must ensure you are not eliminated from the tourney before you can meet Vivian.
Meaning?
Could you show me how you shoot, ride, and fight, perchance? And you must learn the tourney rules, know how to apply them in practice. I
Okay.
did not mean to suggest I doubt your abilities. Everyone must train, even a witcher. Besides, the tourney contests must surely differ. Require skills you don't usually apply. Races above all.
Oh, we
The choice
race
is
all
yours.
the time. Thank you
Where
very
should we
much.
start?
Let's see. I don't need any practice. Don't need to train. We're just pure talent. All natural. Let's try the target practice. That's, I assume, with the crossbow, right?
Marksmanship. Feel I need to do some shooting.
That's the one where I feel like we maybe have the least
Come with me.
practice
The
with it, or at
marksmanship
least
contest shall pit you against another best time and
not quite as good at it.
He who hits all his targets first wins.
Oh.
My aim's as good as that Cupid's who shot you.
Sometimes when you speak, I miss the meaning entirely.
You sure about that? That was pretty direct. Well, I guess maybe not. Maybe not exactly, but yeah, maybe worth doing all the practice just to see what the conversations are about and see if anything else comes to them. Oh, what is this?
Hit the red targets.
Okay, so she's the person who attends to oh, hold on, wait. Does it matter where we hit them, or just hit them at all? Doesn't matter. Are we not supposed to the blue one, or are we supposed to the blue one as well? Geralt, if you could keep the crossbow out, that'd be great. That one I kinda missed. Oh wow, we're actually, yeah. Don't have a ton of time left.
Wrong target.
Oh, I wasn't sure.
Once more.
So no blue? That was quite slow as well. Hold on.
Glad they give it another try.
Yeah, I'd like to actually know what the quote-unquote correct way to do it is. And ideally just get faster as well. There we go. Much better.
Once more.
No. That's enough.
Done enough shooting.
Where to now? If you wish to know my thoughts, were I you, I would train on the race course ahead of all else.
Okay, not sure why that is. Oh, okay, so like we'll have one color and our opponent will have a different color, and it's just a matter of who shoots down their targets first. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. I mean, I don't really feel the need to practice the racing or the combat unless... I mean, if we get to know the actual course for the horse racing, that would be nice, because oftentimes, you know, the real question with the horse races is just where is the finish line, so we know how to time when we're sprinting, and if we can't sprint the entire time, then where do we deliberately hold back a little bit? So, if that is the actual racetrack, then yeah, I guess there is some benefit to doing that. Maybe it's worth a shot. We do need it? Okay, let's try it then.
Let's do some riding. Roach will like that.
Excellent idea.
Apparently Roach will like it as well. And we get to, you know, like I said,
Come with
at least see what this dude has to say.
The
It seems like we
race
might
differs from others you might
chit-chat a
have taken
bit.
part in. You shall not ride against
Oh.
any opponent.
How's
Oh.
then?
It's a race against time.
I
The
see.
true track begins in the arena, runs round the tourney grounds, then finishes again in the arena. The training track, however, lies beyond the arena. We shall go there now.
Okay, so it is a different track for the training, but it is different from what we've done previously. Okay, that is, yeah, definitely good to know in that case. And I suppose even with the combat, like obviously we've done plenty of fighting, but it's not going to be a fist fight. It's an actual, pretty sure it's a actual duel with swords. This it? No? Yes? Maybe? Yes.
All is ready. Now listen, for it can be quite a challenge. Along your route stand dummies and targets.
What?
The dummies you may cut with your blade. The targets you must hit from your crossbow.
Whoa, this is very
The
different.
time you have to complete the course shall increase each time you land a strike, be it with blade or bolt. It may sound simple enough, yet I've seen many a knight fail this contest and hang his head in shame. During the race proper, judges throughout the course shall tally your points. For now you may ride unperturbed by those matters.
Okay, so that was... Wait, which... So, yeah, holding down the attack button will trigger slow motion mode? Makes it easier for you to strike your target. Hero will decide for himself which side to attack from based on your enemy's location. Mounted Marksmanship, holding down the aim button will trigger slow motion mode. While this mode is active, Roach will maintain her speed, so you do not need to hold down the gallop button. Okay, so part I don't remember is it was the dummies and the ones that were hitting with their sword, and then what are the ones that were hitting with our crossbow? I mean, it may just be obvious based on, like, this one is right next to the road, so you should swing your sword at it, versus this one is clearly way off in the distance, or, you know, high up, so you're gonna have to shoot a crossbow at it. But, I don't remember what kind of target it was for the crossbow. Hopefully that's readily apparent anyway. Also, Roach is giving us this interesting look, like, over her shoulder, like, sure about that, Lids? Sure you're ready? Okay, so this one's gonna be pretty experimental, I think. This is very intense music. We do have a timer. Okay, did we hit that? I think we hit that. Yes, like, what are the other ones? Yeah, see these that we swing our swords at. That's straightforward enough. But what's the stuff that we shoot? That. I totally missed that. I'm like, can we do the behind the back? Oh, do it, Carol. Do it, Carol. I don't know if there's... Is there bullet drop? No? Okay, probably not. Okay. So that was... Obviously, that was not very good. But, now we know what that's all about. Or at least we can start to get a better sense of it. Yeah, that does take some practice. We are moving still as we do it.
So,
And it was
have you
slow,
had
for
enough,
sure.
Or do you wish to ride again?
We definitely could have gone faster. I don't know just how competitive it really is. It's like, I don't feel like we would have won if we're actually, you know, like, competing directly against other people in that. That was pretty slow. And if we're getting scored by judges and whatnot, then, you know, that was not gold medal material right there, I don't think. That was, like, qualifier material. So, I mean, it was short enough. Let's try it one more time.
Going again. Practice makes
Crossbow in
perfect,
particular, I feel
even for
like
witchers.
I could use a little more practice on that. But the sword should be fairly straightforward. I don't think I was actually going full speed on Roach for much of that time either. Okay, Roach. Really?
Run, Roach.
Oh, well, I mean, we could also go this route instead this time. And go backward? No, let's... Okay, well, extra time added, apparently. So, expert strats. You saw it here first. How... Oh, I was gonna say, how early do we need to start swinging our sword? Can we do it, like, right as we're going past it? The answer is actually, you do need to do it pretty far in advance. I did not realize that. So maybe we did need a little more practice, even on the, sword components as well. That... Oh, we can... Ah, I see. You hold the attack button. That's when it enters slow-mo motion. Or slow motion mode. That did hit, I think. It was kind of hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure it did. And there's this one that we hit from the opposite angle previously. I don't know if this gives us any additional added points or time or what have you, but okay, I mean, it's messy,
Will you give it another go? I can set up
but
more dummies.
I think we can move on. That's funny that it is grayed out now, but yeah, I think we've had enough.
Had enough. Rather not wear my horse down before the real race.
Okay, yeah, I think that's probably worth doing. If we can save before each event and deliberately reloading, if we don't win, then I would probably opt to go that route there. Yeah, because, like I said, I think... I am surprised how different this stuff is. I was expecting it for just be, you know, simple, straightforward, just chase someone on the horse, but no... Definitely does add a fair bit of complexity to it. Let's try the combat training in that case, see how that differs.
Be nice to swing, do some footwork, work up a sweat.
Very well. We shall practice infantry combat, one-on-one. Each knight opts for his own method. Rainfarn, for instance, fights halberd in hand.
Huh?
Come with me.
Okay. Is that like a dude we might face?
Other knights to fight. The clash simulates a true skirmish during battle. Come the end, you shall fight a duel. It will determine your place on the podium. I always liked the duels the best, but now I can think only of my Vivian.
Okay, seriously,
In the end,
dude.
it is
Calm
Gwent
down.
who will replace me. I sense I would simply be distracted this time.
Oh, this way? Yeah, you know, just go sprinting through the whole crowd and what have you. Pretty sure you just phase through that guard there.
Eat, drink, and loosen your